Hey, good evening. Micromap Pure Map Investments. Bringing another video here on the weekend. Got the futures up here. Really tough day in the market. I mean, if you guys know, I got about over 300 subscribers, but you guys know my take on everything that's going on. And basically today, the inflation report, inflation came in at 40-year highs. And the market sold off because the market thinks that that the Fed is going to raise interest rates to a level to bring back inflation, but that, in my eyes, is not doable. They are talking and talking, and inflation is running rampant and crushing the poor. I mean, it's just hurting them even more. The middle class is getting annihilated. And it's a sad thing, but that's what happens when governments run deficits at the level that we're running. And those who understand economics and what's going on and the broader picture know that the Fed is basically, in my opinion, trapped. They won't be able to raise interest rates. Like, if you study history and you look back at what Paul Volcker had to do in the 80s to get interest rates up to 20% to bring in inflation. If we were to do that today, I mean, think about it. So today, the 10-year is at 317. It was up pretty big. The S&P was down 110 points, down almost 3%. The NASDAQ was down over 3.3%. The Dow Jones was down 2.5%. Small caps was down 2.5% more. I'm just talking that they're going to raise interest rates. So imagine when they start raising interest rates, what's going to happen? It's only going to get worse, but the Fed will raise a couple times, 50, 75, whatever it is, it's not going to be enough to bring in inflation. And they're going to cause a lot of pain, like we saw in the market today. It's just what's going to happen. And then it's going to come to a point that they're going to decide, well, are we going to let the stock market and economy pretty much crumble, or are we going to pivot and lower interest rates or backtrack and print more money? And that's the end game. The end game is just printing and printing and printing and printing, and one crisis after another. So today was a bad day. I was down less than what the indexes were. I was down 2%. I have a lot of tight rules. If you watch my videos, you know some of the stocks I like. If my stock is down 7-8% from my entry point, I don't give a crap what stock it is. I let it go. And raise cash and maybe add to the ones that are doing well, which were a couple, and I'll name in this video the couple that I added to because they showed some strength. The other thing is, you can either be for inflation hedges. Commodities are always good. Stocks tend to be less favored compared to hard assets and commodities. So take a look at that. I mean, real estate is really hard right now with interest rates almost on a 30-year at 6%. So, and the real estate prices are really high. And in my opinion, real estate is equivalent of rents. So that's kind of not where I want to be personally. I do have real estate and they have appreciated and they do well for me. And there will be time maybe to get back in, but in my opinion, now it's not the time. I do have a lot of physical metals, and I think that's the way to go. I don't have a lot of confirmation on gold miners, but gold was up today 22. interest rates were higher, and Bitcoin was down 800. Oil's down a little bit, but not too bad, to $1.20. Natural gas was down 20 cents, but it's been trending very well. And silver was up a little bit. The VIX was up a lot, and the grains, corn is pretty stable, soybeans pretty stable, and wheat has been the lower of the grains, the weaker one. So yeah, I mean, very difficult environment. The dollar, I'm sure, was up because people think it's a safety trade and it's the cleanest shirt in the laundry hamper compared to other currencies out there. I don't have a price here on the don't know why it's not pulling up, but it hit 104 today. Closed at 104.19 more or less. On the order front, I did have a lot of 7% sell. I just sold. I don't ask questions. I just sell. I do not average down. Did average up in HHS, OBE. So I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20 trades more or less. Most of them were just stop losses, just close them out at small losses. Remember, keep your losses small and let your winners run. You'll be okay if you do that. Now, market direction is very important, and the market direction right now, let's see if they changed it here to market and correction. I'm sure they did. So the outlook now in the market is market and correction. Stock market plunges as inflation spikes again. There was not many stocks working today, obviously, in this environment, and there are not going to be a lot that work. That's just the bottom line. We are in a sell-off, and not a lot of stuff is going to work. And unless you're good at shorting markets and stuff like that, I guess you can do that. Or you can try and go to cash, or which I don't know. I don't like, because inflation running 8 or 9%. So where do you go? And I think you got to go into precious metals. If you can get a deal in real estate, God bless you, but I don't see them out there. Or look for the little the stocks that may be showing power in these sell-offs. And some of them, for example, in the Investor Business Daily, let's look at the screener. And let's go to 52-week highs today. So 52 weeks high, 50-week two highs on this tape. Here are some of the ones that were making highs. So I added to HNRG. They are a coal play, and they have better earning estimates for 23. So I added to them. You can see the chart, the weekly chart, and they had good volume today. So I added to them. Call me crazy. I added to them, and the fundamentals show that their estimate is going to be up in 2023, up 810%. So I added to them. I also added to PHX, which is another one that was showing pretty good action today, and the fundamentals show higher earnings per share in 22 and in 23. I did add a little bit in RCMT, which has been showing a lot of strength lately. So I added a little bit, just a little bit to them. And I added to OBE, WTI, MTR, and that's pretty much it. If you look at OBE, and most of them are energy, OBE has been very, very strong. It was down a little bit, but we had a breakout here, and their estimates are huge for the future. WTI has been trending very nicely and it's been very strong, and added a little bit to them too with their earning estimates huge in the future. There was not much to do today in this bloodbath. It was very, very, very bad day, and I'm sure it was very bad day for everybody, unless you're short. And I prefer not to be short because over the long haul, markets tend to go up. So it's best to follow the tape and look at the markets and study them. But today there was not much out there. If you take a look at bar chart and we look at the most active options, just everything was red. Red box was up with the short squeeze and the meme or mimi stock crap, whatever. GameStop too. That's just ridiculous, but whatever. Barrick Gold, a miner, was up. PDD was up a little bit. That Chinese with the Chinese regulations. Walmart has been beat up a little bit. You can count the ones that were green today. Mo, because it got sold off and it's cigarette play. Cogen, I don't know, biotech probably had a medicine approval. Newmont, another miner, was up. Some of those Chinese names were up because they're completely oversold and they have some China regulation that they might loosen and give them a chance. Another bio name, but you get the point. It's very, very ugly out there. So marketing correction is the new guideline by IBD. Raise cash. Do not average down. You do your 401k. Stay the course because that compounds over time and your dollar cost averaging. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing your own individual stuff, have your rules, have your 8% cut loss, stop loss, and add to the ones that are doing well. And just stay engaged. Tough week for many. Watch out for inflation. Protect yourself with gold and silver. Stay safe. But I've been telling and harping in the channel that inflation was only going to get worse. And I think it's only going to get worse because I think the Fed is trapped. Anyways, like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll try and do some more specific names tomorrow. Bye-bye.